I didn't find out my wife was cheating from messages or lipstick. I found out because she laughed at me in front of everyone.
The truth didn't come to me in a dramatic movie moment. There was no lipstick stain, no late-night confession, no anonymous message. It was quieter than that. And honestly, it was far more humiliating. I found out because my wife laughed at me. We were at a dinner hosted by one of her co-workers, the kind of place where the lighting is soft and the prices are designed to intimidate you. I hadn't wanted to go. Long days at work had left me exhausted, but she insisted. She said it would look bad if she showed up alone again. That word again should have been a giant, flashing warning sign. Halfway through the evening, someone asked what I did for a living. Before I could even open my mouth, she cut in, smiling too wide. "Oh, he's just an office clerk," she said, waving her hand dismissively. "Nothing exciting." The table erupted in laughter. Not cruel laughter, but careless laughter, the kind that still cuts deep into your ego. I smiled because that's what I'd always done. I smiled while she continued talking, explaining how hard it was being the ambitious one, how lonely she felt carrying the weight of success alone. I didn't correct her. I didn't mention that I wasn't just anything. I didn't mention the thriving business account under my name, the quiet real estate investments, or the long-term contracts I was managing. I just let her enjoy her moment. That night, she didn't come home. Around midnight, she texted, "Don't wait up, work dinner ran late." I replied with something I hadn't planned. "Tell Jordan I said hi." There was no response. Jordan was her project partner, the man she insisted was harmless, married, and boring. The man whose name appeared far too often on her phone. The man she defended with surprising passion every single time I asked a question. She came home near dawn, heels in hand, makeup smudged, smelling like a cologne I definitely didn't own. She looked surprised to see me awake. "You're up early," she said casually. "So are you," I replied. She shrugged. "Long night." I nodded. "I know." She froze. Just for a second. But I saw it. Over the next week, I stopped asking questions. I stopped reacting. I started watching. Patterns emerged quickly once I wasn't blinded by trust. Late meetings, deleted messages, sudden new passwords, credit card charges that didn't align with any of her stories, but I didn't confront her. I prepared. I met with a lawyer quietly, then an accountant. I learned exactly what was mine, what was shared, and what had been taken without my knowledge. I learned that love doesn't protect you from legal reality. One afternoon, she came home irritated, tossing her expensive purse onto the counter. "My card declined," she snapped. "Did you mess with the account?" "No," I said calmly. "The bank did." She stared at me. "What does that mean?" "It means the joint account is closed." Her voice went instantly high. "You can't do that." "I already did." That was the first time she yelled at me in months. She accused me of being controlling, insecure, dramatic. She didn't deny the affair outright. She dismissed it. "It was just once," she said, waving a hand. "Get over it." I laughed then. Not because it was funny, but because something inside me finally broke free. "Once?" I repeated. "You introduced him to our friends. You brought him into our home. You lied to my face every single day for months." She crossed her arms. "You're not perfect either." "No," I agreed, "but I'm not a liar." The next morning, she found an envelope waiting for her on the kitchen table. Inside were copies of bank statements, messages she thought were deleted, and a formal separation notice from my attorney. She sat down when she read it. "You planned this," she whispered. "Yes," I said, "because you planned yours," she begged. She cried. She promised therapy, change, honesty. I listened quietly, the way I always had, absorbing every word without emotion. When she finished, I simply handed her another envelope. It was an eviction notice. The house wasn't hers. It never had been. She left that day. She slammed the door. She went straight to our mutual friends and told them her version of the story. Some people believed her. Some didn't. I honestly didn't care anymore. Weeks passed. The silence felt strange at first, then overwhelmingly peaceful. I slept better. I ate better. I thought clearer. I stopped shrinking myself just to make someone else feel taller. Months later, I saw her at the courthouse. She was laughing, arm wrapped around Jordan's, confidence dripping from her posture. She didn't see me right away, then she did. Her smile collapsed. Her eyes followed mine to the woman standing beside me, calm, composed, holding legal documents in my hand, not a rebound. Not revenge. Just someone who saw me clearly. Jordan leaned toward her, whispering something. I didn't hear it, but I didn't need to. She never approached me, never apologized. Some people never change. They just move on to new mirrors. As I walked away, I realized the final surprising truth. I wasn't angry anymore. I was free. If you've ever had to quietly rebuild your life, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.